How bad could a 17-year-old high school student really be? Jotaro proved that society had no control over him. He was the ultimate bully. From a young age, Jotaro was constantly causing trouble. He'd punch random strangers just because their appearance bothered him. Eventually, he became so unruly that even his own mother barely recognized him. As he grew up, his behavior only got worse. During school, he routinely beat up teachers, and at restaurants, he'd walk out without paying. Jotaro's terrible behavior stemmed largely from his family background. After all, he had a grandfather who, in his youth, would sneakily peek through keyholes at his own mother, and in his old age, still insisted on helping his granddaughter change her underwear. Jotaro had been warped by this environment.
Papa, will you help me change my underwear too?
When he was arrested for fighting, his grandfather immediately bailed him out with money. As a result, Jotaro had no respect for women. He gave his own mother nicknames, snapped at female classmates who tried to help him.
Shut up! You're freaking annoying!
And even bullied male students who looked better than him. Take Kakyoin, for example. He'd been ostracized by classmates his whole life and finally made it into high school, hoping for a fresh start. One day, when he went to the school clinic to get medicine for a stomachache, Jotaro, who was there for his own injuries, beat him so badly that Kakyoin ended up covered in blood and passed out on the floor. Jotaro had become untouchable at school, so he grew bored and decided to skip class and run away from home, traveling to different places to do whatever made him happy. On the road, if he felt hot, he'd just grab a popsicle from a kid. If he wanted to eat at a restaurant, but there were no open seats, he'd threaten to beat up every customer inside.
We'll just beat them all down.
One day, while wandering the streets, Jotaro got hooked on gambling. When he ran out of money, he didn't hesitate to use his own mother as a bet to try to win it back.
I'll raise you with my mother's soul.
But he lost. Back home, his mother collapsed into a coma from shock. Jotaro felt no remorse. Later, when he had no money left, he ran into Kakyoin, who was just starting to recover and had taken a break from school to clear his head. Jotaro immediately started punching him, extorting money, and even threatening to make Kakyoin his personal servant. From then on, Kakyoin became his follower, and Jotaro's life suddenly felt much easier. He'd order 3 coconut drinks at once and make Kakyoin pay for them. Nearby, a Frenchman named Polnareff watched in envy as Kakyoin shopped for free and approached Jotaro, asking if he could join in on the fun. Jotaro figured having someone else to boss around his own lackey wouldn't hurt, so he agreed. Kakyoin's life became even more miserable until the appearance of a centenarian gave him hope again. The old man gave a long speech, expecting Jotaro to spare Kakyoin out of respect for him and even turn himself in for his past actions. But Jotaro didn't even spare the old man. He beat him up and even used dirty tactics, having Polnareff sneak up from behind. In the end, the only person who dared to speak up against the injustice was left crippled. But that wasn't the worst of it. Jotaro, in an act of pure madness, doused the old man in gasoline and set him on fire, burning him alive. And even after committing such a crime, Jotaro felt nothing. All he could think about was what to order for dinner.